Up next, wide child pose. Child's pose helps to stretch the hips, thighs and ankles while reducing stress and fatigue. Begin by kneeling on the floor. Touch your big toes together and sit on your heels, then separate your knees about as wide as your hips. Arms out in front of your forehead, resting on the mat. Take a few deep breaths in and out through your nose to relax. Up next, COBRA. Make sure you don't let your head completely fall back. Look upward and lift from the front of your chest rather than from your chin. Next, press through your arms to open the front of your body as much as you would like. This is also great if you have a sedentary lifestyle which causes a tight chest, weak upper back and bad posture. Up next, cat-cow. Start with knees hip distance apart and your hands will be directly or slightly in front of your shoulders. Exhale into cat by curling your pelvis under as if you were drawing your tail between your legs. Pull your lower abdomen as you curl your tailbone under. Inhale into cow pose by arching your back, releasing your belly towards the floor, bringing your head to look either forward or up. Up next, spider lunge with rotation. This is a favorite as it is a total body dynamic stretch that serves to improve the mobility of the hip flexor, quadriceps, abductor, thoracic spine and shoulder. From a push-up position, step forward with your right foot so that your knee forms a right angle. Try to extend the back leg to straight. Drop your hips back down and raise the same arm as the forward leg, twisting back until you feel a tight stretch. Use the opposite hand to press into the floor for balance. Up next, hip flexor with reach. You can use a cushion under the knee if needed. Begin by extending the foot out further than your knee, making sure that it remains in line. Posterior tilt your hip, meaning tuck your tailbone under. This will open up the hip joint and the lower back. Slowly raise the arm as the hip flexor being stretched to include the psoas and increase the stretch through the hip flexors. Up next, seated hamstring. Sitting on the floor, extend one leg, keeping the knee straight by tensing your quad. Lean forward, keeping the back straight. The shoulders and neck should be relaxed as you bend forward from the waist. Draw your core in and exhale to increase the depth of the stretch. If you cannot reach your foot, try using a resistance band or towel. Up next, lying glute. Lie on your back with knees bent, then cross the right ankle over the left knee. Lace fingers behind the left hamstring, then gently pull the left leg toward you to activate the stretch on the right side. Hold the stretch for 20 seconds, keeping the upper body flat against the floor. Relax, then switch sides. Up next, standing quad. This is probably the most common quadriceps stretch. Begin with the knee bent and the thigh positioned in front of the body. Use a chair or wall for balance. This places the foot under the hip, making it easier to reach. From this position, the key is to gently pull up on the foot to take the slack out of the quad. While maintaining tension, bring the thigh into extension until they feel a comfortable stretch. Up next, standing chest. Begin by interlocking your fingers behind you near your glutes. Your back should still be straight. Exhale as you lift your hands and pull your shoulders back. Try pinching your shoulder blades together. I like to lift and lower my arms as well as holding the position. You can also do this while sitting at a desk. Up next, standing deltoid. Stand with feet about hip width apart. Position one arm horizontally across your chest with your elbow slightly bent. Grasp just above your elbow with your other hand and push your elbow towards your chest. Only push gently until you feel the stretch. You can always apply more pressure when you need it.